Welcome to Brewed in Monmouth, the real estate tea with Kate and Doreen. We're here to talk homes, hometown gems, and real conversations with the entrepreneurs and locals who keep Monmouth County buzzing. I'm Kate, and as always,
I'm Doreen. Each week, we're bringing you the voices behind the businesses, the stories behind the sales, and the tea you need to hear. So grab your favorite drink, and let's get into it.
welcome to another episode of Brewed in Monmouth, the real estate tea with Kate and Doreen. We are so excited to have Michelle Higgins of Fine Flowers and Gifts in Middletown with us today. If you look over my head right here, we have one of her beautiful, beautiful arrangements. And then Doreen as well. Cut to Doreen now. It's stunning,
Absolutely stunning.
And what are those hanging flowers again, Michelle?
Amaranthus.
They're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And when you buy flowers through you, they last for weeks.
Yes.
And I can kill something in a day. Your flowers, they just last. They're so well, I won't, you tell us why they last for weeks.
But we got connected through social media because you had seen another story of someone who had kind of reinvented themselves. Mm-hmm. So tell us your story.
So I've been in radiology for 36 years, specializing in mammography for all of those 36 years. And I actually still do that 2 days a week.
Where?
At a local cancer center. Okay. I work at Memorial Sloan Kettering 2 days a week. And for 36 years, it's been such a rewarding career for me. And I love it. I love what I do. I love connecting with my patients. And I've worked with so many talented physicians and doctors and just, a whole bunch of colleagues that I completely respect. But after a while, it just was getting to be where I just was getting, I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And my husband always wanted to own our own business. So he's come to me with many ideas over the past few years. A bunch of stuff, dog grooming, uniform shops. No, I had to kept saying no. So he said to me, there's this florist. And I was like, well, what do I know about flowers? And he said, let's just go see it. Let's go see it. So I walked in to Fine Flowers, and I fell in love. I said, you know what? I think I can really do this. Now, I don't know anything about flowers. I'll be very transparent and honest, but I've retained the experts. I always tell everybody, I'm the owner, but the girls are my boss, and that is the truth. I've learned from them, but I know business and I know customer service, and customer service is the number one thing that I want to drive home to everyone. Customer service, no matter what industry in, should always be number one. So, in doing mammography, I've been witness to plenty of sad
I can imagine.
cases. Breast cancer is rampant. And I've been witness to a lot of happy things, a lot of sad things. But now I'm kind of on the other end of it, because now I get to, if someone's sad over something and someone wants to send them flowers, I get to send something beautiful and make that person smile because they got beautiful flowers. In fact, I had a gentleman come in yesterday, and he just walked in. I need a bouquet for my wife. The florist was putting it together. I was talking to him. And wouldn't you know it, he said, today is her last day of chemo. She had breast cancer.
No.
And I just got chills.
Wow.
I just got chills. So it just made me so happy that he was coming in to my shop to bring flowers to his wife, who just had breast cancer.
So full circle in a weird way,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. So we bought the shop in July, and we decided to do it. And I've been having the time of my life, to be honest with you. I am just so, and now you listen to all these podcasts about, reinventing yourself, and Hoda Kotb and Mel Robbins. And, and I was listening to a Mel Robbins podcast where she had Hoda as a guest. And they were talking about reinvent yourself in your 50s, midlife, do something different, open a flower shop. And I was like, oh my God.
Felt like fate.
Totally. So it's been great.
And it's not even like a true reinvention. It's just like adding another layer onto who you are, right? Because you're taking all those years of what you learned, right, from day one.
Yeah.
And it got you to where you are today. So you know how important it is to make people happy in some of the saddest times of their life.
Exactly.
I know, right?
Because, I just knew what those flowers yesterday was going to do to this gentleman's wife. I just knew it. And it just really
Yeah, who do you think cried more, him or her?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I was telling him that, what I do, and he was just like looking at me like almost like it was like just meant to be, that he walked into my shop at that time. Mm-hmm. So it's been great.
How do you know, like, you also have gifts too, so you have how did you know what to buy? Is that
So when I got to the shop, I walked in and they had nothing but like a bunch of silk flowers. So they didn't really they had like, maybe some chocolate and, not many gifts at all. But the space, you've been in the shop, the space is very long. And in the back is the flower shop, is the working station. But in the front, I mean, it's a beautiful space with great lighting, tons of shelves, tons of space. So I just kind of curated like what I think a flower shop home gift section would look like. Mm-hmm. So we have like hydrangea plates and, dinnerware, and we have, candles. Of course, we have chocolate. So we have those kind of little things we have like lavender candles, you know what I mean? Pomegranate candles to go with the pomegranate, themed other gifts items that we have. So that's what I kind of wanted to bring everything in. So, it's hard to go anywhere nowadays and buy a nice gift. I mean, everybody goes to Amazon. True. Everybody goes to the big box stores. And I mean, I go to those places too. But like, if I want to buy a nice gift and really pick something nice out and unique, there's really nowhere to go. So that's kind of the vision that I have.
Or you're the only one in the store and you feel a lot of pressure to buy something. You know what I mean? And you're just like,
exactly.
I want to support you, but hold on, I need to find something. You know,
exactly.
It's hard. It's, gone are the days of just being able to peruse different stores and waiting for something to hit you. Now it's like specific.
Right.
You hope they have it.
Right.
Sometimes they do.
We have a lot of
Sometimes they
different
don't.
and unique things that you're not going to find in the big box stores. So.
Yeah. Do you wrap? Gift wrap?
Oh yeah, we gift wrap. Yeah, we gift wrap. We have, we have some, we have gift bags. We do anything you want. We love wrapping the flowers in different kind of craft paper, and we have a whole bunch of themed papers and stuff like that.
And
that's
you
the whole
ship
point
too.
of getting like a beautiful
gorgeous,
from a florist.
Yes,
is
how it's
presented.
wrapped.
Yeah.
Right. Not just cellophane. Cellophane's probably the least thing.
Well, no,
that
that's
we
you get
use.
at the Wawa gas station.
Right, exactly. The grocery store flowers.
Yeah.
So are you learning about flowers, or are you just going to keep it to the bosses?
No, the bosses, the girls. I am learning. Katie and Jessica are my florists. Katie was at the flower shop with the prior owner, and she had left for a while, and she came back to us. And I'm so grateful that she did. Jessica was there when I bought the shop in July. She had been there just a week or so. Both beautiful, beautiful young ladies. I really have developed such a relationship with them. Like, I really treat them and I consider them family, So what was your question? I'm sorry.
Oh,
am I learning?
Yeah, how are you learning about them?
Like, so they've been teaching me. And, I kept saying to them, I just want to learn how to do something so I can run the shop myself. Like, if in an hour, if you have to leave. But now I can honestly say I can run the shop myself. I can do arrangements. I have learned how to do Valentine's Day. I was the dozen rose girl. I was the one doing the dozen roses, so I perfected that. But yeah, they've taught me everything I've learned, and you'd be surprised how when you're passionate and it's your own business and you dive right in, you just want to learn everything you can.
Yeah.
And I am a quick learner. And like my husband says, when I said to my husband, "What do I know about flowers?" He said to me, "Michelle, you're type A. You learn everything, something new
If you
for
want
you.
to
You're
learn it,
learning
you
it."
And
it's true.
you kept yourself surrounded by the experts, if you will, right?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
You're learning from what we'll call the best.
Exactly.
And there is such a talent to it. I mean, it's 3D. Certain colors work better with others. Certain flowers complement each other. I don't even know what they call sometimes, but
Exactly. Right.
Is it a peony? Is it
Oh, I love those.
I know, but
Peonies, yeah.
right, a peony or a peony. Like people say them differently and everything. But like what this is absolutely stunning. Like
Yes.
the way you just have that cascading
Exactly,
down there
exactly.
elevates it to a whole nother level. Right.
That's one of our luxe designs. You got
It's
Berber
absolutely
daisies, roses,
stunning.
hydrangea, the hanging amaranthus. I mean, who would have ever think to put something like that together? That's why we keep
No,
the
but I want
experts
to
on.
hang an amaranthus on everything now.
I know. Do you do weddings?
Oh yes, we do weddings. Yes, we do weddings. In fact, it's bride season now, so it's wedding season now. So we're pretty booked in May already. We have one in June, and we have still more coming in.
What is the run up like for that for you as a florist? Because I just feel like it's so much pressure for the bride. Like,
What do you?
like how many days before do you put everything together? Is it all that morning? Is it like and then the delivery and all that?
It depends. I mean, if we have to do an install, if we're doing arches and stuff like that, a lot of the times we will put the piece together in the shop and then go to the venue. And a lot of venues now are providing arches. So we'll go to the venue and we'll set up the arch on site. A lot of times we do it like the day before. Even we stay late sometimes if we have to on a Friday night, just to do the arrangements and everything. We'll do centerpieces, stuff like that. So it really depends, like the scope of the wedding and how big the wedding actually is and what's entailed. If we have to do, big heavy installs.
Because I feel like the floral arrangements have gotten more and more ornate. I think everything's just gotten
They
bigger, bigger,
have. They have gotten more ornate. But then again, what's making what's really hot right now is like bud vases down the middle, and I think that's just beautiful. I think it's and a lot of brides are doing that
That's
now
what
too.
my daughter's doing.
Yeah,
It's simple. It's beautiful. It's not in your face, so I
Right.
can see you across the table.
well, right. Gone
That-
are the arrangements like I had at my wedding. Like you can't
Yes.
see the other person,
Right.
Because it's so big.
They're so
and-
high
yes.
and in your face. But the simplicity of it is it's just so beautiful. The little candles.
Yes,
The
yes.
different sizes
Yes.
of the cylinders that they're going in and
Yes.
everything. Even the arrangements that they're carrying are much more simple.
so simple. I mean, when I got married, I had this big long cascading.
Me too. I had this huge cascading thing.
Yes.
And I was a nervous wreck, of course, walking
Right.
down the aisle. And I know I
Holding
held
this
them.
thing, yeah,
yes,
we
I held them tight. They
we
were
still
supposed to
have
be
that,
down at my
yeah.
waist, but I wound up, just you're nervous, so you just grab them tight. So that was my advice to every bride.
I
Hold your
tell the
flowers
girls
low.
that they don't know what I'm talking about
Because they're little now.
they're
They're
little.
just like
They're
little.
yes, they're little.
What are they
posies.
called? Like, they're
you could
just
call them
like-
a posy, or you could honestly they just call them a bridal bouquet. But they've just taken on
Yes,
a
like
whole
wrapped
different,
in a little-
exactly. Yep, a few
like
roses, some eucalyptus.
a couple of stems.
That's
and
all.
just,
But it's so pretty. It's so simple. It's sometimes less is more.
And
Yeah.
it does go with the dresses too. The dresses
yeah.
are not like they were in the 90s
Right.
or the 80s.
or the 80s.
Or the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That was a lot.
Just a moment. Doreen, can you stay right there? I'm just going to adjust you a little bit.
Did I move?
Oh, just the slightest bit. You should be good now.
Okay. Thank you. My flower's still behind me.
Yes.
He's great.
I love them both. I love this place. I could
Yeah, it's a really
be here all day long.
cool place.
It is.
So is the wedding is it like the big events like Valentine's Day and Christmas and all those kinds of things, or is weddings basically your bread and butter?
Weddings. Valentine's Day was good. It's
Yeah.
funny because both the girls have different experiences. One thinks Valentine's Day is bigger, and one thinks Mother's Day is bigger. So Mother's Day, we're going to see who wins.
Okay.
Valentine's Day was great. Valentine's Day was wonderful. Weddings, like I said, this is my first year.
Yeah.
But when I'm seeing now from weddings, I mean, like, it's gonna be great. But I love Valentine's Day too. I mean, Valentine's Day seems like such a hectic. But I had like this Valentine's Day, I had my whole family in the shop helping. My mom was there, my aunt was there, all my kids were there.
Wow.
So and their friends were delivering. It's just like everybody showed up for us, and that just
That's what I love about like all these mom and pop shops, if you will, in Monmouth County. I mean, I know they exist elsewhere too, but we are so blessed with so many family-run businesses that really support each other. And like you just said, show up when needed.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
my friends, I mean, it's just been, everybody's embraced this change that I made, and it's been easier because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. And,
change never is.
It never is, and you get like, am I doing the right thing?
It's a brave step.
Yeah, it was a bold.
Courageous.
Somebody said to me, "Wow, that's a bold move."
How do you know when to buy a business? Like how?
I'm telling you, my husband was talking. He's been talking about it for years, and like when he started really getting serious in the last year and a half or so, and he brought a few things to me, and I even sat through a dog grooming. Presentation.
I just got a puppy. I love dogs. But
well, I love my dogs. I have 2 Shih Tzus, but I don't want to groom dogs. And I was just like, no. But I think it has to be the right business.
Yeah. And
flowers is so different from what I'm used to. And I'm telling you, when I walked in the shop and when we left there, I said, I think we should do it. And I was really just going to appease him.
Kate, how is this, just like so many times in real estate, the buyers are here because you're just like, let's just look at it. Like, you never know. Just look at the house, right? And then they walk out and they're like, oh my God, this is the one. I can't, looking at each other. I didn't think I wanted this or whatever it might be. This is the one.
Yeah.
It's like you just feel it.
You just know.
You just know. Just like you know whether it's your spouse or your partner, you just know when it's the right house, and then you have to hope you're accepted offer in this market. But for the most part, I'm kidding. But like, you just know. So with all the other things your husband had you look at, the dollars could have been different, the buy-in could have been different.
Exactly.
But this one
sparked
was something
it
alive
really
in
was.
you.
It was exciting, and I was just like, wow. And who doesn't love to play with flowers all day? But I mean, there are some, tough thing like emptying buckets and stuff like that. I mean, people think you're just like la 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 with flowers all day long, but it is hard work. And,
what about taping them across so they all stay in the same spot?
Yeah, we don't
My
do that. I
mother-in-law
mean, some
used to
people do that, and
Yeah.
I tried to learn that way, but the girls were like, just start sticking the greens in, and the more greens you have, the grid will form itself. I mean, they've really taught me. They've taught me a lot. They've taught me a lot. So I am so grateful. But I think there's something to be said about listening to your gut. I really, really do.
Always.
I really do. I believe it.
And when you silence it or you just push it down, that's when, things just aren't going the right way. Like you're working against the energy that's trying to bring you a certain way.
It's funny you brought up Mel Robbins because so she's got some critics now, and I'm like, can you just stop? Like this,
No,
like,
I didn't even realize.
I don't know. I like her.
Oh,
I really
like her
like her. I read the book
Love
and I
her.
was like, you know what?
I think she's
let them.
hysterical. Let them. That's right. That's right. Let them.
Let them.
Let them.
My husband and daughter went to a conference that she was at. So he's in food business, right? So it was a food conference that they were at a long time ago, and they just happened upon her, in the very early part of her career. So we've been following her for a really long time. But that's like with everybody, everybody,
raise them up, and
right, and then they can't wait to knock them down, and it's just so sad the way the human race is.
Especially like people will say, "Oh, this about her and that about her," and not to make this about Mel Robbins, but she says it all. She tells you everything. So
everything she says, you're like, yes.
Yeah,
I know.
It just hits. It hits.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
It
I
really
agree.
does.
Because she's doing something she loves.
And it's so simple.
Exactly.
Just let them.
And it
Just
wasn't
let
easy.
them.
Just let them. I know. And it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? She had a hard time getting there, but that's life. Life is just hard.
Exactly.
And we have to find the beauty in it, and we have to find what makes us happy, and just run with it.
Right.
Right.
That's exactly right. And that's kind of what I feel like I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm just running with it and just seeing where it goes. I mean, but the lights are on and we're here to stay. So
excited.
How much lead time do you need for like a arrangement or an event? Just so we can, tell.
Oh no, we deliver same day. Usually, if you call by like 2:30 or so, we could get it out the same day. there are times where if someone calls me and say, hey, listen, it's 3:30, 4 o'clock, I have an emergency or I really need this, we'll accommodate.
I really screwed up. My wife is pissed.
Exactly. We'll bail them out. And then as far as events go, like, it depends the size, but we can get flowers every day of the week. Every day of the week we get fresh flowers. So that's kind of nice.
Where do they come from?
Yeah, that's what.
So we have actually there's a supplier on Route 36 in Port Monmouth, believe it or not, that I never knew was there. He's great, Rick Calvert. He's awesome. And then we have other suppliers in New Jersey that they just have humongous refrigerators. One of them we actually went to go visit because I said it was like a slow day in January. I said, come on, we're taking a road trip. And we went out to Seek and we went and saw them, and it was just amazing. It was just like a big refrigerator of just flowers and plants and all kinds of stuff like that. So we have done a lot of last minute stuff, and it's because I don't want to turn people away. And I say that to the girls too. I do not want to turn people away.
And you also have arrangements pre-made, so you
we
can walk
have
in
a fridge
and
full
buy.
Yes, arrangements pre-made. We do funerals. We do a lot of funerals.
Yeah, I bet that's a big part of the business, I would think.
That's a big part of the business, unfortunately. But again, if you can make a sad family member happy with what they got in the arrangement, it's worth it. It's worth this. For us, the sadness is just like especially we have to look up, the obituary, and you're like, oh, it's just so sad. But then you put your heart into that arrangement. I really feel like that's what's happening.
To make it special for that person.
Oh my God, what about prom?
Somehow.
Prom, we actually, yes, we have the Red Bank Regional Prom coming up, and they're using us for their flowers, which is nice. So we got a lot of, they're going to, boutonnieres are a thing still, but they're going from corsages to like little posies now. So there's like a mix of both. So the little
It's sweet
posies.
to just hold a little something.
Yeah, because sometimes
putting
you don't
on your
want it
wrist.
on your wrist.
Right.
Sometimes you don't want,
That just feels very 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
I would say we have more posies than we do corsages now.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like
The
trend.
Trend, right. Things
Yeah,
come and
just
go, but
involved.
that minimal look just kind of works with where we're at now.
Yeah.
You needed the big bouquet when you had shoulder pads out to here, right?
Exactly.
And,
Or the headband.
the headband, oh my gosh.
Oh, my aunt had that with a teardrop with a pearl right here.
Her aunt had that. I had that too.
So funny. I did not have a headband. I did not. I had my dress was, I still love my dress, but I just had a thing back here.
Oh, okay.
But I had a veil that went on.
Right,
for
and a
million
train, a
miles.
long
Yes,
train, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was very inspired by Princess Diana.
Yeah. Did you get married in the 90s?
I did.
Yeah, so did I.
Yep. St. Catherine's, right here in Homedale.
Okay,
1994.
good.
Are you from the area originally?
No, I was born in Elizabeth, and then after we got married, we moved to a town called Colonia in Woodbridge Township.
Yeah.
And I've been in Middletown for the last 26 years. So
Middletown is great.
that's
Did
where
you
we
used to
live.
commute to MSK in the city?
No. I've been at MSK for the last 8 years.
Okay, so
yeah.
since it opened pretty much.
Yeah, right. So shortly after it opened, yeah, and it's a great place to work. It really
amazing.
Is. Yes,
It was one of the best things that they did.
Yes.
Just to give people the option.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
easy on, easy off.
Easy on,
Can't get
easy
lost.
off.
It's
Exactly,
just,
right off the Parkway.
I mean, I
Couldn't
never
be
want to
any
be
better.
in there,
No,
but
I
it's
know.
great for the people who have to go there.
Yeah.
Did you cut back on your work a couple of days?
Yes, I did. So I was full time at MSK. Now I work 2 days a week.
See, that's the beauty of medicine is you can do that. Like, as
Yes.
your life changes a bit. It's nice.
Yes, it was. I work 2 days a week now, and I work 3 days a week. I'm in the shop, 3-4 days a week. Sometimes I go there after work if I need to. On Thursdays and Fridays, I'm at MSK usually, but it's great. It's
Are there
such a
days
nice
that
mix.
the flower shop is not open?
No, we're open 7
7
days
days
a week now. Yeah,
okay.
we just added Sundays. So we
Okay.
just added Sundays from 10 to 2. Because, there's a need on Sundays.
Sure.
There really is a need. You're going for dinner or lunch somewhere. You want to bring a little bouquet of flowers or something like that. So
Or
I
you're
thought
just
that
having
was
a
good
bad day.
addition.
A deal
Yeah?
falls through and
You
you
have
need
a
to go
bad
cheer
day?
yourself up.
That's right.
I'm going for the chocolates too.
Chocolates, wine,
Chocolates,
and flowers.
wine, and
I'm going to
flowers.
sit here and have a
Yeah.
party for myself.
That's right. Nothing better than that.
Oh, man. Well, that's so exciting. And again, another beautiful woman who brought another chapter into her life, you know, like right here in Monmouth County.
Thank
we have
you,
some of
thank
the
you.
most amazing, not only shops, but the people who run them. And that energy just, you know, goes out
Yeah.
right along
yeah.
Route 35.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Jamie, I don't know if you know Jamie from Eat Clean Bro. He's a customer of ours, and he's great. I mean, he's been such a great support. I brought flowers to him for his podcast too, and he had them out, and he's just, you know, just the support from the community, because he was a customer of the shop, and then I had texted him and introducing myself, and I have to tell you, he came right in, introduced himself, and you know, I can text him, and I'm like, you know, he'll text me, he's like, can I get it in on the busiest day of the year? Sure, you can. You know what I mean? Because he's been very supportive, you know, very supportive. I have Kevin Higgins. His name is Higgins, too. He owns Stone Fit. It's funny because the mailman thinks we own the whole plaza. We're not even related. But just a great support system from you know, the neighbors and other, you know, business owners. So it's been really, really nice.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you,
Yeah.
girls. I really, really appreciate it.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you
I'll be
so
calling
much.
you probably tomorrow. And I want that. We'll figure that out on the phone, but it is just stunning.
You got it.
And, you know, we have a lot of events coming up all the time, so like birthday parties
Wonderful.
and things.
We
so,
work with any budget. You know what I mean? Just because, I mean, there are some people that do want extravagant and luxurious, you know, but, you know, we work with every single budget. I want everybody to come in and say, you know, I don't want anyone to come in our doors and say, oh, I can't afford them. You know what I mean? We work with any budget. And we'll make it work, and we'll make it beautiful.
Do people still there was a period of time where people would get like fresh flowers delivered to, you know, when you would have like that big center hall table and they would do like a big fresh flower
Oh,
arrangement.
yes,
Do people
yes.
still do that, or did that
sure.
kind of like fall by the wayside a
No,
little
in fact,
bit?
that I think I was telling you, right? That's inspired by someone who is a very good customer of ours, and she just loves fresh flowers, and she loves big, you know, extravagant arrangements.
Wow.
And so that's inspired by her.
What a beautiful indulgent to do for yourself, right?
Yeah.
When people come into the house, or if nobody's there and you're just passing by that every day.
I'm just happy when the socks are off the floor. So the fresh flower arrangements at the center table. I have plenty of clients I'll send flowers from, but that's never going to be me. Maybe in 5 years when the kids get older.
Right. That's when you start treating yourself. Yeah, that is
So
true.
funny, so funny. Well, again, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to meet you. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, girls. Thank you.